Alright, here we are for round number 2. We're playing against Ryu KTG. We are on the play. Got a pretty decent hand on the play. I'm going to keep this. We get to do kind of a neat Delver trick, so I'm going to get to play a turn 1 Delver, and then if they don't kill it, I can look at the top card and Thought Scour it away if I don't want it. I do have to decide what kinds of things I don't want. What I would really like to have happen is for Delver to flip to a want to flip to like a Ponder or something, and then I would probably Thought Scour it away. Alright, yes, I would like to reveal that card. I'll actually keep that one. That's a nice one against a red deck. So if my opponent is trying to burn my insect here, they made a pretty bad mistake by not having a stop in my upkeep. And I'm just going to hold up Thought Scour, so... yeah, I mean, I'm going to Spell Pierce it. You can spend some time next turn killing it. So if I hit an untapped land, I definitely have enough for Angler here, and if he kills this, I believe I will probably also have enough. Okay, so we're playing against Izzet Fiend, which I didn't necessarily expect. I thought maybe I was just playing against regular old burn deck. Okay, I don't need the upkeep stop anymore. So I'm going to Thought Scour myself. Don't have very many ways to kill this guy. So if I Ponder and hit an island, no, that won't work. So I think I'm just going to cast Mental Note. So I need to hit exactly a swamp in order to cast this thing. Okay. Well, I don't know if I should sit back or not. This matchup seems horrible. The way this deck got changed, like the changes in the build, are just terrible in this matchup. This is kind of a tough spot, whether or not I should attack. I probably should have cast Ponder there to try to hit my land drop for sure, but I was just greedy. I wanted to cast this Gurmag Angler this turn. I'm not sure that was wrong, because even if I had found an island and played one of these, I mean, we're still going to lose this game. I don't think there's anything we can really do. We're probably just dead this turn. But if they don't have Team or Battle Rage, I can just hold back, I guess, and not die. So that's something. But if they just, like, they speed off this Gataxian Probe, I guess. So I would think they have a number of free spells, or they didn't have a creature to play last turn. So if they go Preordain, Island, Gush, Team or Battle Rage, we're probably dead. They need one more spell, I think, more than that. Okay, so they got the Probe, so they need an Island and a Gush, pretty much. Land, Team or Battle Rage isn't enough. Okay, so Shadow Rift. I've been seeing this a little more. Is he going to play Assault Strobe or something to really kill me? Nope, nothing. Alright, well, I can get back a Greater Sandworm. I kind of want to Ponder and try to hit a land. If I miss, I can still cast this Gurmag Angler, which isn't that bad. It's not really a disaster. These cards are kind of bad, but I think I'll just keep this Terramorphic Expanse. I don't really want that other stuff. I'm going to grab an island. And then we'll cast this Gurmag Angler. Going to make sure to leave my Sandworm in the graveyard. And I'll leave my Twisted Abomination in there too. I'd be pretty surprised if this game came down to a double... this came down to double Exhume situation, but you never know. So if I had attacked last turn, our opponent would be at 10. But, so they would have been at 10, and now they would have been at 7, so I would have had a 2-turn clock, but they also wouldn't have had to cast Shadow Rift. They could have, like, cast something different. They wouldn't have needed to cast something to get through my Delver. I don't know. I'd be very surprised if we weren't dead this turn, but you never know. We could live, if they don't find their Team or Battle Rage or anything. Artful Dodge. Not looking good. We're dead to pretty much anything at this point. We're dead to a bolt, well, just any spell that they can cast. It's going to kill us. Actually, that won't quite kill us, right? That's just only... that's not quite enough. That puts us to 1. So we're dead to anything. Yep, opponent with the rubbins. They should, that was probably just a mistake to cast this Apostle's Blessing. They should have bolted me, because they could have held this up and still had lethal. But it doesn't matter, not punished. Nothing we could have really done there that game. Our build is very bad against this. So let's go ahead and bring these in. Kind of want the Avant-Garde Justice, I guess, too. If they've got Delvers, I probably want it for that. Alright, so we got that stuff. Think Twice too slow. Gush probably too slow. Zoom is okay. Twisted A-Bomb, Sultai Scavenger. I don't know, we got a lot of stuff that's kind of bad. Alright, so let's see what I've got. What do I want to cut out of here? I feel like I want to cut the Exhume kind of package a little bit, but maybe I shouldn't. I wish I could cut the Delvers, but we probably need to race them, so I don't think I can cut the Delvers out. So we've got kind of this package here, and then we've got this Delve package here. Don't really want to cut any of my removal, don't want to cut any of my counter spells really. I mean, I could cut a Ponder or two or a Brainstorm or two, but I don't think we really want to do that either. The Exhumes get a lot worse if you cut the Sandworms, and obviously the Sandworms are unplayable without the Exhumes, so I don't know exactly what to do about that. I could cut 2 Sandworms and still keep in the Exhumes. Maybe it is Delver. Maybe Delver's just too slow. Let's try that. I hate Delver. Getting 1 for 1 all the time. Alright, would I like to play first? Yes, I would. It seems okay. I'll be able to counter their turn 2 guy. I'm gonna Brainstorm end of turn. I know that like all you people who play Legacy are gonna think that's heresy and whatnot, but I don't really want to get just killed by something since I can't counter it on turn 2, and then I don't have a land on turn 3 or whatever. Delver is fine. I don't think Delver is gonna be fast enough to kill us, so I don't care about it at all. I could have Brainstorm and try to find a Daze there, but I don't think it's that important. I don't think I would want to Daze this Delver anyways. Alright. Double Exhume. So I only want one of these Exhumes. I'm going to put them both on top here, and then I'm going to just draw 1. Hopefully my opponent plays around this counterspell and doesn't cast anything this turn, and then I can Swamp Cycle. Okay, didn't flip. Preordain. I could counter it since I think they're maybe stuck on lands or something, but I really want to get this into the graveyard and then Exhume it. Although I do have to decide if I'm willing to Exhume it and not hold up counterspell, and the answer is I'm probably not willing to do that, because I'll just lose. Unless I draw a removal spell or something, or a Hydroblast. If I draw a Hydroblast, I'd be willing to do it. Okay. Swamp Cycle you. Get one of my swamps. Mental Note. Yeah, I'm going to hold up the counterspell this turn. So at the end of turn I can cast Mental Note, and then I'll be able to untap and play the Angler, I think. Haven't really counted it. If I have to exile away the Twisted Abomination, so be it. It's like I was saying, this Delver is not fast enough to kill us. It just doesn't. It's not that important. Preordain also not important. Sorry, I think our opponent went top if I saw correctly. Hopefully we hit like a Thought Scour from this. Yeah, so that was a great one. I really would like to hit a land. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and exhume. I'm gonna get back the sandworm. Obviously it's huge. Boom. So disadvantage here is my opponent can play a creature and okay, I don't care about Delver still. Can't really afford to counter the Delver because my opponent just plays a Kiln Fiend on top of it. I'm toast. They can still go land Kiln Fiend. If these both flip, I'll be in trouble. But I think I'm okay with it. Let's go ahead and cycle this. Wonder if my opponent will bolt me here, just to get it in. Nope. Did not bolt me. So the thing is, I've got my opponent on a two-turn clock here, and even if they flip their Delvers, they do not have me on that same clock. I'm gonna leave as many creatures in there as I can. They need to have double bolt. So this might be a good spot to Spell Pierce. Actually, don't really care about this bolt. They need to flip all of them. Okay, they didn't flip. So they're gonna have to chump block my Angler this turn. If they have another bolt, I do have to dispel it pretty much. Okay, got a counterspell. Very happy they had to play a 3-drop here. Okay. So I think we've got this one. They can attack me for 3. I do have to decide if I want a Thought Scour here. Distortion Strike. That's an interesting one. I think I want to Spell Pierce it. Because on the way back, they're gonna... yeah. On the way back, I won't be able to Dispel or Spell Pierce it. That was kind of a nifty play, although I probably should have just cast it on the, like in the first place. Like, shouldn't he have just cast it and gotten in one more? I don't know. Alright, well, I attack with both. They can't block my Sandworm. Can only block my Angler. Alright. So they need to flip their Delver to a burn spell or something, and then they also need to have like double counter spells. Lightning Bolt was the best possible draw for them. Let's see if they got it. I should have considered actually like Thought Scouring them, but I've got a couple answers for that. Let's go ahead and just cast this Dispel. I assume they got one counter spell, but I'm hoping they don't have 2. Ugh, so brutal. They top decked 3 bolts. Well, there's nothing I could do. Opponent got very lucky and we lost, so that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Alright, I'll see you guys for round number 3.